to the next game here. In the top right, we've got ample. In the bottom left, we have action. And I need a drink. Wow, that was a really good game between Haya and Lava. I like to see stuff like this. I love the mech switches, and I love the nukes. One of the nuke, the biggest one, we barely caught the tail end of the carcasses, but that was insane. That might have actually won him the game, that one nuke, which killed the base, the whole drone line, and the defenses over there. Oops. There's the barracks on 11. And that's your scouting SCV coming in. So action is gonna scout the wrong direction here. And this drone is gonna cross scout. He has 2 overlords for the other locations. There's a spawning pool and an extractor coming in, of course, after the hatchery. So a good economic opening here for us as a player. Let's see if we're gonna get that small move out with like a few marines that's so popular right now to try and catch a couple drones. It's all you want to do. You want to kill 2 drones. As weird as it sounds, it's worth it for Terran to sacrifice 4 marines for 2 drones in the very early game. He's gonna most likely wait for 3 marines and then just walk across the map and try to get something done there. There's gonna be 2 links. And there you go. There's the 3rd marine. He's gonna start the move. This drone comes back. It will see an abandoned wall. And that's all you need to know. Now you know the Terran's out on the map. But why is he going into the bottom? I guess he's hunting for this overlord. That's a really cool choice as well. An early overlord kill is actually very, very painful, and he will find the overlord. Now he needs to get on top of that as soon as possible. There's the drone, by the way. Can he get this overlord before it gets away onto the safe spot here? He needs to get in the area. Okay, he only shoots it low, but he doesn't get the actual overlord, so he doesn't get the kill. The overlord is safe over this pile of trash. The SCV does get killed off. There's gonna be that 3rd hatchery. Of course, the lair is gonna finish up here in a moment, and then there's gonna be that spire over here. There we go. And there's the marines walking back home, saving your... Oh, we see the same thing. Oh, this is interesting. So it's again an academy and an engineering bay. Engineering bay makes +1. And the academy, while when it starts his stim and the range, it will basically time out with the +1 at kind of the same time. Then he will probably also go up into 4 barracks. We saw this earlier, and then he could go, excuse me, into a mech switch as well behind this. This is very interesting. Might be meta right now on the ladder here in South Korea. And there's gonna be the additional barracks. The 2 medics at this point. He did do this without a bunker though. or bunker attempt. So this should be a tiny bit faster even. Or have at least like a couple more marines or something. A little bit stronger. There's the overload coming in. It's already half dead, so you want to be careful with this one. I wonder how many patches are stacked here. I actually don't know this. But there's like patches stacked here. So they're on top of each other. As you can see here. So there's more than just 2 mineral patches. There's like at least 6. I saw 3 different stacks, or 3 different ones I did select, and there's 2 of those stacks, so there's at least 6. So that's like 6 SCVs mining at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's basically should be 6, I guess even. It's already a base. So Ample is trying to find the 3rd base right now for Action, but Action doesn't have one yet. Doesn't have a drone out on the map. He throws down the Hydra then first. And he might not commit to too many meters, we'll see. Might just go up to that one control group. Marines are trying to greet the meters inside the main base. Triple turret setup here, lovely placement by the way. Come on, barracks. Come on. Let's try to land. There we go, he fixed that. So he has +1, he has range, he has stim, and he could push out on the map now if he wants to. For now he's just hanging back at home. Action is going up a lot of drones. 30 drones at this point is quite a number. Very high saturation, and the SCV will find this base. So that's all he wanted to see. I don't think it was seen actually, so if he can get undetected across the map, well then he could just bust down the 3rd. Resetting that would be quite strong. He needs to be careful though. Those mutas are here to kill him. Oh, he splits off 4 marines. He says, alright, that's fair enough. But those are kind of undetected. He doesn't know about this link, but 1 link is not going to be enough. 4 marines can kill this base. Especially if they have a... and they will get a bunker as well. That's lovely. There's going to be a bunker. I love this man. He's going to make that for the 4 marines. And he kind of did this undetected because the mutas didn't see it. So the mutas have to deal with this. But he kind of has a position already there. So he could either reinforce, wait and reinforce that point, or he can try to fight with the marines themselves down there. But if he ever gets down there, he basically has the ramp control. That's what he's doing with this. Oh, I think Action has noticed this somehow. I don't know how, but he knows this. So he cancels the base. The CV comes in, sees, oh, it's cancelled, so he scans the top, he sees the 3 lurker stack here, and he might have cancelled because he just wasn't able to get down the lurkers to the position. So can you break this open? Technically, yes. Oh, he could intercept these drones, you need to be careful here. Action is gonna pull those back, he did notice that as well. 4 drones would be quite juicy. Meters are abusing this position here. As you can see, you can't really look up at that point. So the meters can come in and get some free damage. Unfortunately, he's not in position to intercept these drones. He snuck them around here. So he will get the drones, the full gas saturation up as soon as possible. Basically, see, they're all going for the gas. There's the Defiler Mount already on the way, a Nidus Canal to connect these bases. But there's the second star. For a second I was wondering, is this only 1 starport? So he went up to 5 barracks, which is a little bit different from the one we saw earlier, and this could mean that he wants to keep on going into bio. Yeah, he is actually going into +2 as well. So I don't expect a mech switch this game here from Ample. You might just want to play Bio. SK Terran basically, Bio and Vessel. Oh, can he box in these mutas? They're flying across the army! Ah, he only loses one luckily here for action. There's the vessels, they're ready. This lurker triangle is not stacked. And this is now funny. So, oh, he killed the drone, I think. This is now a safe space for the Terran. So he basically took away that with the bunker he set up there. He can hold that ramp for a while. So he asserted himself a position to expand to. So he immediately throws down a command center down there. This is a 4 lurker stack. Of course, he doesn't know this. But yeah, he will also take this location. So the double expandy from the Terran, it can be quite powerful if he gets that up and running. There's going to be a Defiler being irradiated. The consume is not done yet, so he can't get up what he needs there. But there's a triple lurker stack still. He needs to be careful. He's trying to bust this open now. That lurker egg in the way. Can he get the guys under those overlords? There's so many though. 5 lurkers. I don't think you have enough bio here to do this. And indeed, the Marines are just falling apart here. And that lurker splash was just too much. You really underestimated how many lurkers were actually stacked down there, so Action could get away with those very low numbers of, what is it called? Sunkets. Only 2 sunkets. It was basically more than enough. Now we see a few firebats here. So yeah, this is definitely gonna stay on bio. At least for quite a while. He did get a machine shop, so he might want to add in tanks or eventually do a little bit of a mech switch. He does not have a second engineering bay yet, so he's kind of keeping his options open for now. But also, he doesn't have an armory yet, so that's gonna be an issue if he really wants to do that, because his upgrades are gonna be super late. There's gonna be the transfer. I think it might have been seen here by this overlord, so Action might know that there is something going on in the bottom right here. It's quite a large force that Ample has here in the center. There's a second wave. Now we do see a double dropship. This has been very popular recently. And he's actually making 2 more, so it's gonna be a drop heavy play here from Ample, trying to break in. He has the center control, so he's trying to... Oh, he could elevator up all of the army, but Action is already anticipating this. He's ready here for the drop. He will try to counterattack himself. The Marines inside the bunker, are they going to be enough? They're going to stim, but one did get killed immediately by the Lynx. The Lynx are not... The Lynx are going to break this. The Marines are not going to be enough there. He didn't have a fireball inside that one. So now the space is kind of exposed. What are you going to do here? Little Ample. He's gonna try, yeah, he's gonna evacuate this for now. He's gonna run the SCVs and he's gonna come down with a small force there to break that again. I mean, he's dropping into mutas, that's not, end units, no. This is not gonna work. This double drop is a failure here. Dead on arrival. That's not how this works. He will clean these links and he will most likely retake the spaces. One more link, how annoying. But yeah, he's gonna go back into mining down there. But he needs to set up a new defense line. Now this time he has Marines and a medic. Of course the bunker wasn't in a perfect place to guard the ramp, but it was in a decent spot, so it actually traded a lot against the Lynx. Also like having a firebat inside for those situations are insanely good. Oh, plague! He gets all of the vessels. Oh man, that's 6 vessels, plague. And 2 dead. Ooh, that was pretty good from Action. And he's making a spore. I love to see this. Oh, this is so annoying. The spore, it has so much range. It's insane. He's even bringing in the last couple of meters, so he wants to get a couple of glaives on those vessels. And whoa, insane plague on the whole bio, man. Oh man, that plague grinding. Oh, and the link. He killed 2. I think he shot his own as well. Damn. So what are we gonna see behind this? There's just gonna be the addition of tanks, it seems. He's making more barracks, so he will stay on bio. He's making a third starport. Now that's gonna be just massive vessel bio and single file tanks, I guess. Should probably create another bunker over here. There's gonna be another Zerg force trying to break this, and this time it's gonna be with a Defiler, so this is impossible defense here technically for the Terran player. Oh, he will actually, or will he try to go and push up into the north here? No, I think he's just gonna break the space. With the Defiler, yeah, you can't really do much. There's gonna be the Duck Swarm. Oh, he's actually just gonna Plague. Kill everything with a Ling. Can he get all of these SCVs? Yeah, I think. One good more spine. Oh! Most of them get away. That's crazy. So he has the bunker finished up now, but no Marines to put in anymore. Might be able to get this base here. There's no defense in place. The Lynx are sleeping on the job right now. Meanwhile, he's trying to push here in the north as well. A big Plague and a Dark Swarm, so can't even kill that Defiler. This base is gonna be a goner though. He's floating off that command center. He's like, alright, this is a little bit too far out to defend. And in the meantime, he will try to assert the top control. He's gonna try and kill the top base, basically. And if he can get that done, and get rid of action from this position, well, then it's gonna be a great time. Oh, he goes into the bunker. Repair it! Make it as nasty as you can. No, it doesn't repair, unfortunately. So he is just roaming on the left side there, kind of. But, oh, that's why there's the third starport, of course. So this, oh god, I love it. This is the battlecruiser switch. I don't think he has any upgrades on those, but they are very powerful by themselves. They don't really need, they have like a 25 damage burst. So, yeah, and it's a laser man. And this Bioforce needs to be careful though. 4 irradiated Ultralisks are gonna be dealing so massive AoE damage. It's crazy. They don't even need to fight. They just need to walk through this army. And the Ultras though, they will be enough. Sorry, the Mutas, sorry, what the F. The battlecruisers will be enough to deal with this, and we need to see a lot of Scourge try and best these. The issue though is BCs will shoot down Scourge quite easily. Oh, there's gonna be the Plagues though. Oh no, you don't want to be plagued. Also drop coming in here at the same time, but action is looking quite good here. Starting to retake control of the map right now. He has the bottom right cracked open and under control himself. He tries to push in into the natural, that wouldn't work, but the defense with the Ultralisks is looking good and solid. A Plague does not bring battlecruisers down to maximum or minimum health. So a Plague does 300 damage and a battlecruiser is 500. Oh my god, he flies all of them into one per. Oh god, he loses 8 or something. I don't know, man. That was 8 fucking science vessels. He loses all of his vessels. No, ample. Oh my god, he loses all of the vessels to one spore. All of them were plagued. And he's now playing spore defense against these battlecruisers. They don't have Yamato guns, it seems. They don't have the energy. In the meantime, we have a drone trying to attack this base. That's not gonna work, but as good as these BCs are, he can just make like spores everywhere. And the fighter didn't work. Of course, he wants to plague these guys as well. If you can get a plague going, that's amazing. Yeah, you can kind of defend with spores. He doesn't want to lose these BCs. Want to keep it alive? Oh, it does go down. And this army is getting crushed here in the center as well. This is looking really good for action, in my opinion. He's looking at 180 supply. Look at that, Zerg! It's coming across the map. There's so much. He has so many positions under control. He did lift off this base as well. This is gonna be the last mining base here, really, for Ample, even though he has a lot of money right now. And he does have the battle cruisers across. Now there's gonna be the Scourge switch and the Hydras coming in here as well. He did get a Dark Swarm up and running. This base is lifted and it's only floating. A couple battle cruisers are not gonna be the defense he's looking for. There's only one guy in the bunker. Come on, let's see the Scourge. Boom, boom, boom. GG. Ample getting wrecked there in the end. I really like the idea with the BCs, but he lost the control of the map like crazy. Wow, that did not go his way.